Hey everybody, welcome to Miss Annie's Home and Kitchen. I have a very special guest with me today. This is my precious neighbor, Christy, and I want to tell you just a little bit about her. The whole reason why I am doing and able to be so brave with Miss Annie's Home and Kitchen has a lot to do with Christy. During COVID, we did a lot of walking because a lot because I wasn't able to be Miss Annie, and so we just talked about all the things. And Christy is actually a health coach.
Yes.
And did you become certified to be a health coach?
I did.
During
COVID.
During
yes.
COVID.
So I used my time wisely.
Yes. Through Duke University, right?
Yes, I went to Duke, and then I actually took a test and became nationally board certified.
Right. Very fancy. So we are going to make a dessert today that
a health coach would not approve, but it's okay.
That's right. Exactly. But in your real life, though, also you do. I mean, she's kind of a big deal. She does HR for...
Yes, several different companies, and so it's very fun. I get to meet a lot of different people. I work remote and go to places too, so it's good.
Mm-hmm. And she has two boys,
teenagers, which will devour this, so I'm looking forward to that.
Exactly. So anyway, Christy is just one of my dearest friends, and I love her so much. And she... we forgot to say something about... Also, your little book club thing.
Oh, yes. Okay, so when my sweet friend Annie does not walk with me, I get extremely bored. And about a year and a half ago, I started a book club for people who like to walk and listen to books. And so the name of the book club is Active Audio Book Club. And literally, we get together every month virtually. We talk about the book, and occasionally the authors pop on. So it's a good community. So join in if you like to listen to books or read, but also exercise too.
How do they do that though? How do they need to go? Where do they go on Facebook?
So there's actually a private group that I manage, and we can pop the link in if you want to. And then you have to answer a couple of questions, and I'll give you the approval. So it's super fun. You don't have to participate if you don't want to, but if you like to read, it's a great place to get ideas too.
Yeah. Anyway, I love it because she loves to read and she loves to walk, and put those two together.
Yes.
And you have a more healthy body and mind.
Yes. Super fun.
So she was telling me about this yummy dessert that Jason had been wanting you to make, right?
Yes. So my husband loves to eat sugar and anything sweet, and he loves banana pudding. So
right. So she was telling me about this, so I'm going to let her take over and tell you all the things about this yummy treat.
So this is the base for banana pudding, but while I was making it, I learned that it would make a fabulous dip. So what we're going to do today is make a banana pudding dip, but you can also use the same ingredients if you like to make banana pudding, because it actually makes quite a bit. So what we're going to do is just basically banana cream instant pudding. Pop this in here.
And this is the smaller box, right?
Yes.
3 ounce? Okay.
And look, just for the record, I'm not a baker, so this is something you don't have to bake.
Okay.
This is a no-bake dessert. All right, so you just whisk this, and then we're going to let it sit for a second so it'll thicken up. I'm just gonna...
And you put in 2
cups of milk. That's what the directions say. I mean, you can do a little less if you want to make it a little bit thicker, but it's totally up to you. So it's pretty simple, again, because it's not baking. You can kind of wing it.
Right.
You don't have to be so scientific. Okay, so we're gonna let this kind of thicken.
Okay.
All right, so then the next step is just take a block of softened cream cheese. And then this is the super sweet part. So some recipes you can just do vanilla and add, but if you really like sugar, which my family does, you can add a can of sweet and condensed milk. Just super ooey gooey. She is delicious though.
So good.
Okay. And then we're going to blend this with a mixer. Oh, sorry, Annie, it's so sticky, but it is delicious.
You hand that right over here to me.
Okay, all right.
Yummy.
So we're going to mix this up. Let's see here.
So you just want to mix that till it gets really creamy,
so it gets
right?
really creamy and soft. Yes, so this really makes me think of when I was younger. This is kind of how I got here. So when I was younger, my mother would make pound cakes or whatever. We would always lick the batter. So when I was making this for my husband one day, I was like, I think I'm just going to stick a cookie in it, see how it tastes. And then, of course, 5 cookies later, I was like, nobody wants to make banana pudding with this. I just want to eat it as a dip. So that's kind of how I got here. All right, so we're going to try to do this without ruining your sweet little kitchen. Okay.
Yep, it's okay. I'll take this and we'll get all that stickiness over here in the sink. Okay.
So then, just kind of move that out of the way. We're going to get the pudding, which is now a little bit thicker. I'm going to pop this Cool Whip in here. Let me get that little thank you. So you can be as generous as you want. Again, no really measurements. You can do more or less. This is just one of those things that you just kind of throw it together, and it's super delicious and super easy.
I can't wait.
And super sugary. But it is good. Okay, so that's all mixed together. Ish, it's a little lumpy, but less.
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying I could just eat this right here. This is why we walk, people.
This is why we walk. And I think there's some truth to that, though, right? Because
yes. So you could not feel so bad when you eat super delicious things.
Right.
Okay. So then you put this in here. I mean, it's super easy. So we're just going to mix this all together. So I'm going to move this back over here so you can kind of see. All right, so we're just mixing this again. If I can do this, anyone can do this. Oh.
Right, and I love the simplicity of it.
Yes, super easy, super fast too.
And we live in Alabama, so it's a big, huge football state, and so this would be great, like when you're having those tailgating parties or having your football parties or whatever. This is a yummy,
super easy,
sweet
and it's still super hot here too when football starts. So this kind of is a nice, cool dip.
Yeah,
so
right.
I got to wipe my hand.
Okay. Got a sticky hand.
Yes. Okay. So, do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. So we're just gonna
spoon some of this in, and really, I mean, you can stick this in the refrigerator if you'd like, so it'll kind of get a little bit thicker, and serve it super cold, or you can honestly just eat it, because again, this is how I kind of discovered how delicious this would be, is doing this part. And before I made the banana pudding, I just thought I'd stick a little cookie in here and taste it, and it was quite delicious.
Right. Okay. So kind of what we thought was, I picked up some pound cake banana.
Pre-made,
Yeah.
because I don't bake.
Right. So Publix had their pound cake on sale, buy one get one free. So I was like, oh, let's do that, and then show them how we cut that. So cut
it so you can just kind of dip, so you'll have your fingers, and then we'll add. I'm gonna get some of these.
Right. So we've got I picked up some pecan shortbread cookies
and just some vanilla wafers. And if you want to make a banana pudding, just so you know, you can take that mixture, layer vanilla wafers, layer a cut up banana, and stick it in the fridge. So if you have enough to do both, so like with this, we could make a little leftover banana pudding if we wanted to. But how fun is this?
Yes.
And then if you want to get super fancy, you can crunch up some of these and sprinkle on top.
Let's do that, because I think that shows like somebody might look at this dip and not really know that it's banana pudding, a banana pudding dip. But I think if you have these classic like vanilla wafers crumbled up here, and then I think you could even do this.
You can, and you could put a banana in there if you wanted to.
Right, and you could put a banana in it. But if we do this,
so this is what I do at home.
Yeah,
dip it right out of the bowl,
which is right.
Your version is so much prettier,
right? But this is the reason why you are the one in the kitchen, is because you can take this and then just do this, and I can't wait to taste it.
I know.
Christy, that is so
Oh,
good.
It is.
Oh my goodness.
But we did walk this morning.
We
so.
do. And I have a banana pudding recipe that I do, but I've never done the sweetened condensed milk. That is
It's good.
delicious.
It's got a good texture too. Like I have a child that loves texture, so he loves this.
So good. All right. Well, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. We are so happy that you tuned in today. Always remember that you can watch on YouTube, you can watch on TikTok, you can Facebook, of course, and Instagram. Be sure and share and comment. We love all that stuff.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Of course, Christy's boys are going to be so thrilled that she's on YouTube.
I
Anyway, and always remember, I guess we need to tell them that they can do what?
know. Hard things.
You can do hard things. All right, take care, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.